All right, welcome to my messy garage. I got stuff put away up here to use for another day. I just got more rods to try, hooks, lures from different companies. My work table have more hooks, bulk spools. Oh God! And I got my wagon. I'm getting ready for tomorrow. And here I got my plastic bags at the bottom. My lines are all ready with bungee cords, umbrella, rock spikes, sand spikes, net. And here I got my tools from my dunking gear with my live leading systems. These are all pre-made leaders, hooks, tools of the trade, bells. So already. Aloha guys, Scuba Chris here. I'm going to show you how I pre-make everything ahead of time. I showed you how I have my wagon. I keep everything in the wagon up to date. So my friend Chef Charlie gave me some very old lure hooks by Izua Brothers. And I think I'm going to try these out just to see how they work. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pre-make my leaders. And I'm going to mark them, put them in a bag. Everything I have is pre-made, pre-marked. I don't do anything. I try not to do anything in the field. Okay. So let me show you how I do this. Okay, this is a circle hook. It's called a circle hook because when a fish swallows it, it's going to get in the mouth. It's going to go to the sides, and it'll lock up in the jaw, in the bone. So this is a circle hook. This is offset. You notice that the hook is the tip's not lined up with the shank. It's because this will make for a better hookup. So what we're going to do is we're going to start this like so. See that? I'm going to make a loop. I make my loop so it's almost up to the bend. Almost, but not quite. And then I'm going to count. Well, don't have to count. I kind of look at it and I can tell how far down it goes. Depends on the thickness of the line, what type of hook you have. So, most people will start counting from the top. Like, you go 1, 2, but I start at 1.5. That way I can push everything up towards the eye. And we want to make that line twirl around like so. So it's 2, 3, 4, 5. Notice how that I'm twirling the line around the hook, okay? 6, 7, 8. See how nice that looks? So about 8.5. And see that loop at the bottom here? We are going to put that line, the tag in through that loop. Okay, now we're going to tighten this. See that? We're going to just snug it up. Pull it both ends. That's why I want enough line over here to grab and pull it. If you don't have enough to grab it, just use a pair of pliers. Okay, pull. Snip off the excess. Now the reason why I started that way, see how the hook, instead of going like this, is going like this. See that? So when the hook grabs it, it forces it into the mouth. That's what I want to do. Okay, and then I'm going to cut off maybe about 2 feet. Okay, I'm using mono. This is 130-pound test, and have everything marked with the sizes of the hook. I'll put it in there. Everything's all pre-made. I got enough here for a couple weeks. So I always try to spend a day, like today's muggy because we have 2 tropical storm systems passing by. So this is what I do to get ready for the day I go out, because I hate doing stuff in the field. All right, so now I'm gonna make some inshore leaders for the shallow reef. So if I'm going, like say, in a sandy area, maybe 10 feet of water or less, this is what I like to use. I like to use the live bait ring hooks. So when I'm putting down live bait with the ring on it, what happens is that it makes the fish react normal, okay? So if I'm dangling this in deeper water, this is what I prefer to use, all right? Now, if you're going for bonefish, I like to toss my rigs on the reef flat because they like to be up in a couple feet of water. So that one I'm using size 3/0. I'm still using the rings. I mean, you don't have to use the rings, but I have them, so I'm gonna use them. But see, this is I believe it's a 3X, yeah, this is a 3X strong, okay? That means that the point is coming in. See how the point comes into the shank, whereas the normal one is straight out. So if you're throwing it in very shallow water and you're trying to bring it back, it's going along, if my finger's the reef, ouch, look at that. It's going to hit and you're gonna get stuck. Now, try to do that with this type of hook. You're coming back, it just skips across the bottom. You're not gonna get caught up. This is what I like to use, especially for bonefish. And I just use a Palomar. Because if you're gonna use the ring over here, you cannot use a Snell. If you're using it with no ring, then go ahead, use the Snell. But I find that the Snell sometimes for the smaller hooks like this will limit your catches. So just to do a simple Palomar, okay, put your line through the ring, come back again, like so, double, make a loop, put your line through the loop, put the hook through that loop. Now here's where people kind of get it wrong. If you try to cinch up like really right now, you're gonna have a loop over here, okay? So with your finger, you're just gonna push that loop through like so. See, and when you tighten up, the loop's no longer there. You just trim it off. You see, that's what you're gonna have, okay? This is great for bonefish or any type of shallow water species, because when you're skipping it back on the flats, that's not gonna get hung up because the tip's pointing in. Now, if you try to do that with this hook, you will catch the reef, okay? This is better for hanging in deeper water or in sandy areas or mud flats, suspended or just hanging in a channel, but this is basically for deep water with no reef around. So choose your hooks wisely and you do great out there. Thanks.